Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I so appreciate it. I am so sorry I haven't been around this weekend. I have had a migraine yesterday, and today I have been washing lace. I don't know if you've seen my Facebook. Anybody that follows me probably has. I was gifted some lace, and I spent about 9.5 hours so far washing it and getting it dried, pressed, and it's in my hope chest, most of it. But I joined a collaboration on Facebook with Meet the Shreds. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. It's SCHRADS, and it's Angela and Dave. They are wonderful people, and they're just great. They have a great channel. They do a lot of thrifting. They have an Etsy shop, and they're doing a weekly collaboration that's called, it's every Sunday, and it's called a Sewing Notions Sunday. Hashtag Sewing Notion Sunday. And so, because I love to sew, and I thought that I would join the collaboration. So if you put in hashtag Sewing Notions Sunday, so it's SEWING Notions, and then Unday. So no, not Sewing Notions Sunday, not two S's, just one. I'll leave the information below for you if you'd like to join the collaboration, or you would just like to see what everybody does. Angela has some great ideas. What she did today and what Miriam did. She is crafting with Mimi, I think. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Let's see. I have it here. No, it's Mimi's Keepsakes. MIEMIE apostrophe S Keepsakes. And I follow her as well, and she's great. And she does the Sewing Notions Sunday as well, which is hosted by Angela and Dave at Meet the Shreds. So, before I get started on what I'm going to do for my Sewing Notion Sunday is I'm going to take you through Emma. She's finished except her bag, which I'm going to do part of it for my Sewing Notion Sunday. And so I thought I'd start with doing a walkthrough of her and then show you what I've done so far on her bag that she's going to go into. So, and I've got some news coming up, which I will probably announce tomorrow. I'm not ready yet to announce it today, but I do have some pretty exciting news. So she opens like this. I put in a buttonhole, and it's stitched all the way around so that there's no problem with it ever, coming undone. She's a little chunky, but she closes fine. There's no problems with her at all. I've put just a little snippet. The kit is called Snippet of Love. Snippets, oh my goodness. Yeah, is it Snippets of You know what? I always, whenever I do a journal, whenever I get on camera, I just lose my mind. But it's called, this was my design team project for Oohlala Vintage Treasures, and the name of the kit is called, I'll tell you in 1 minute because I always put the kit name in my journals, especially when I do a design team project. So let me just find where I put it. Oh, I just put Oohlala Vintage Treasures here, and it's called Snippets of Love. So, and then she has, she actually has several kits that go with this one, and I am going to tell you right now what the other ones are. You know what? I'll link them all below because there's several different parts to this kit. There's the paper collection, and then there is, I'll tell you in 1 minute because I do have my computer open. It's called Satin Opulence Blush Pink Rosettes. And then there's the Snippets of Love Precious Bows. And the Snippets of Love paper pack. The Satin Opulence Kit Blush Pink Rosettes. And the sugar rosettes, and then there's the tea-dyed rosettes. Yeah, there's the kit is huge, but just if you go on Etsy, and I'll leave that information below, you'll find the kits there. She also has her newest kit out called Harvest Waltz Kit, and it's beautiful, and I will show you that tomorrow because I haven't finished printing it. I had troubles with my printer again today, which really didn't please me, but what are you going to do? I just keep rolling with it. It's just, you know, it gets confused. The computer in it gets confused, so I think they're probably going to replace it. It's under warranty. So anyway, so Snippets of Love. I have named her Emma. As you all know, I name all of my journals. So this is the front of her, and I made her sort of a clutch style journal. So it sits like this, okay? And then you just simply open it like a regular journal. It's a lot of writing space. This is the front, and then there's some vellum, and then this is a paper clip. It's a hidden paper clip. It's on both sides. I probably just unclipped something. So that just slides right on top here. This will be for sale if anybody's interested. Here are some, this is Emma. This is a picture of Emma. I actually made this picture into a cabinet card. So this is just a picture that I found in a magazine actually, and I waxed it, and I made a cabinet card. So I'm really pleased with how that came out. There's something on the back. I'm not sure what it is. It might be just little pieces of glue. Get my eraser. I think that's what it is. Yep. It just came right off. It was just a little piece of glue. Because after I finished making it, it's, you know, so hard because I was trying to, you know, really make it look like exactly like a cabinet card would. That I put a lot of work into it. So anyway, that's Emma, and she slides right up underneath here. She doesn't come with the kit. This is just my story. This is just a French letter. She spent a lot of time in France, so that's just, I backed this paper, which is the kit part of the kit, with that part of the letter. And then she slides right underneath here. And then these are postcards from the kit. And this is the back, and I just made a little stamp here, part of the kit. I just cut it out of the collage and then stamped it, and this says J'adore. And then this is another postcard, wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. And then I just made a stamp and stamped it there. And that slides right underneath Emma. And then this says, some things and some people are written on your soul with permanent ink. Emma had a friend named Edward, who they never married, but they remained friends for many, many, many years. And they would visit each other as often as possible. But Emma spent a lot of time in New York City. She was a very, very famous designer of ball gowns. So here is another, this is just a little thing that I made here. It's got a little piece of fabric with a rose on it that I put on this piece of fabric here, and then some different chiffon ribbons. And this can be taken apart and used or just left in the journal. So that's that. And this is just a little sewing box, and it's got, you know, some threads and things in it. So that just paper clips right there. And then this is just a picture of a rose from my garden. I waxed that and made a pocket out of it. And inside the pocket, this is just a library card pocket, and I put the part of the kit, I lined the inside of the library pocket and then stuck it onto the page. So there's still writing space up there. And then this is just a tag that I had waxed and backed with some avocado stained paper, and I had it in my stash, and I just thought it really went nice because Emma loved roses. So she collected them, and she got them often from Edward. So this card actually is a picture that I took. I've been taking lots of my pictures and making them into just little journaling cards. I'm no expert. And then I waxed just this part of the rose to kind of lift it off the page a little bit. And then I put embossed paper on the back. And that just goes inside there. And then this is from the kit here. It's plenty of writing space. More writing space here. This flips open, and inside is another picture I had taken. And then, you know, played with the colors a little bit. And just put it there. And inside here is part of Doreen's kit. Just, I collaged this part. This is part of a collage, part of her kit collage. And then I collaged it, put a little pocket with a doily on the back. This is avocado stained. Inside here is a French book page, which somebody could use in either a collage or, you know, what have you. But Emma loved to read, and I'm not sure what that says, but she does. And then here are some more little snippets from the kit. I just shrunk down part of the kit and put little snippets in there. And then this is one of the doilies from the kit. And those just slide right inside this little pocket. And right here it says Oohlala Vintage Treasures. And that's where the kit came from. And then this is just avocado stained paper, which you can write on. And here is another paper clip that I made. Hidden paper clip, and this is one of the bows from the bows collection. And I just put a little bit of stickles on that, if you can see it. I hope my light's okay and I'm not in a shadow. And then there's the back of it, and there's the doilies, and I put a little bow. And then this is on some tea stain lace paper that I have. And then underneath is some lace here. And this is my lace that I tried to take a picture of with a dried rose. And then I just put a bow there. And this is just a stamp that says 1921 from France. And then just a little, it must have been like a receipt or something from a ledger. And I just cut it off and put that there. So that doesn't come with the kit, but I just wanted to put it in there. And this opens up as well for writing space. So you've got writing space on both sides. And then this just clips back on here. And this clips right underneath here, like this. And then here is another pocket. It's little tiny paper bags. And here they are. They're these little tiny paper bags that a friend sent me. And I wanted to make something out of them. So what I did was I made a triple pocket. So there's a pocket here. I covered it with the paper from the kit. And then, so the little pocket is right here. And I folded it up so that this little book page can go in here. And I just put Paris on the back of that, stamped it on the paper, and then put that there. So that goes in that little pocket there. And then this is from another person's kit that I waxed, and then, you know, it turns it into vellum. And then I placed it on one of Doreen's papers. So you can see underneath, you can see the wording, and you can see, you know, everything from underneath it. This is one of Sam Poole's, but I really like that. This is one of my postcards. I just shrunk it down, and it's the Eiffel Tower. I scanned it into my computer and I shrunk it down so that it would fit inside this pocket here. So this is the full paper bag up here, and then this is the one that I just folded up the bottom. And then I glued the whole thing right onto this page. And then you open it up, and here is a can of buttons I took a picture of. And I waxed that so it looks like vellum. And then this is a sewing box of Sam Poole's. But I wanted to put that in here because, you know, it's got all the sewing DMC threads, you know, like this. So I thought that would be perfect. And then this little can of buttons that I have that I took a picture of, and put that in there. And then these are two little glassine bags, and then there's some snippets in here, roses. This is just a little snippet of like a bouquet. And here's another one. And I just thought those went really well with the kit. And then there's the bouquet again. This is waxed. And backed. And then here is a picture that I waxed. I printed it on paper. And then you can see the back. It turns it into vellum. And I did a video on that if you're interested. I just use a white candle like this from the Dollar Tree, and that's how I get the vellum. But you print on it first, but it really brings the picture out. And this I didn't wax this. And those go in here like that. And then this, I just made a little journaling card, the back stamped on some paper. And then I've got here, no, this is a Sam Poole tag. Sorry, I have her stamps as well. Back here is just some doilies. I've got like 4 of them in there in case somebody wanted to use them. And I made a little window box. And this is some wedding veil from my husband's great-grandmother. And I don't have a lot of that left, but I have some more that I have now, which I didn't think I'd ever find again, but I did. So it just kind of sticks out of the window box. And this is part of the kit. I just cut the window out and made a journaling card out of it with a little pocket on the back. And that slips right underneath there. And then these pictures I just thought were fun, so I cut them out and I backed it with a card, and I did some stickling over the jewels, you know, the little rhinestones, so that it would look, and I did a little bit of glossy accents here and on the rose in here, just to bring it out a little bit. And this is just backed onto wallpaper. And then there's another picture of that rose with, it's a tea tray cloth. And they just go right under here. And then this can come off, and then of course this can be more writing space. Here is another one of those, this is some antique lace, some antique linen, and then this is another piece of that antique lace. And then this is one of the little satin opulence from the same, you know, from the kit, and this is one of the cameos from the kit. And this is just a little bulb pin. And this is July 12th, 1889. And I just stapled it, so somebody could take the staple off if they wanted to, and use that. And that just paper clips right onto there. I have some Tim Holtz paper clips that I'll replace these with. I just didn't put them on yet. I had paper clip things in where I wanted them and then never replaced the paper clips. This is another hidden paper clip. Underneath here, I have a card that says, "She buried her past, planted a flower or two, said goodbye to the old, and welcomed the new." And this is from Ruby and Pearl. Heather, this is one of Heather's kits. And it's a fabulous kit. I love it. So that slips right under there. And then this is, like I said, this is just a paper clip. And inside here is just some ledger that I had waxed. And it's part of Emma's, you know, probably money, you know, in and out type thing. So that goes right in there. And then I put a little rose there, and I put some pink avocado doily over the top. And that too is a paper clip, and it clips right on here and keeps that closed. So nobody would be the wiser if you wanted to put something in there to write on, or, you know, just to keep and that slides right up in there. And here's another one that says, "As you start to walk on the way appears." So you've got 2 cards in there. Here is some another card. It's actually a flip out, and I just used one of my spools and some lace and put it on some more lace and took a picture, and then I just printed it on my, I just have a regular photo printer. I printed it on paper, and then it's tea stained on the back, and it's just a flip for writing. And then And this is just another picture. Oh no, I know what this is. This is a collaged envelope, and it flips open. This a little pocket here with the back of a gown that she had probably made and wanted to keep a little snippet of it. And then this is also a little card from the kit, but I made it into a pocket for this envelope. And this envelope has 2 pockets. So this slides out, and it's just part of the kit. I just cut it off, made a little tag. There's some lace here. It says Paris, 1879. So that's just a tag. You could use it as a bookmark, and it slides right in here, this window here. And that slides back in here. And you can see the Paris there. And then behind it, you just pull this down a little bit, and there's another tag. And it's the window. And I just thought that would be kind of nice. It's the name of a hotel, and it's October 1901. So it may have been a hotel that she had stayed in when she was working in New York City, or actually probably Paris. And then this was a circle I had punched out to make a flower specimen card. But I thought, ooh, that fits perfectly there. And so I just put a little snippet of lace into this little part of the pocket. And that goes in like that. And then on the back, it's got some lace, and then just this rose. And then that slides back inside very easily. I put a little thumb notch there so you could see it, you know, easily. And then this folds over, and that's it. And that is a little envelope that you can keep things in. And then in here we have pockets. It says Divine, Lovely, and Cherish. And inside the pocket there's some more snippets. This little perfume bottle. This says Vintage. This is from the kit. And here's a little snippet of fabric that has some roses on it. So I put that in that pocket. And then here's a little cluster I made with a little safety pin, so somebody could take these off and use them however they want. Just some lace, some more flowers on, this is linen hanky that I have pieces of that I just put the flowers on. There's some, there's a pansy there, if you can see that. And then there's some baby's breath there, and some Queen Anne's lace, and then another flower there, and then a couple of pieces of lace. And I just pinned that so the person could use that snippet however they'd like. And that goes up in here into the Divine. It's got a little card here for writing and another little snippet of lace here. And then in this one, again, we have a few little snippets. It says Treasured. This is part of the kit. And then this is just a bottle of perfume with some flowers. And then another flower on a piece of muslin that you could use in a snippet if you so choose to make, you know, maybe a snippet roll or something like that. I really love her. I had a lot of fun with this kit. I just love it. This is just a picture I took. We had gone to a jewelry store up in Vermont, and they had this, and I used to make these. They are, oh, what do you call them? I just lost it. Anyway, it's like a pearl, they're pins. What do they call them? I have a whole dish of them right here somewhere. Where are they? Anyway, and then there's some roses, and this was in the jewelry case, and I asked if I could take a picture of it, and she said yes. So I took a picture of it, and then I waxed it, and then I cut around it because I thought it went really well with the kit. And it says Mademoiselle right here. So, yeah, so pretty. I have a few. I used to make these, and I have pictures of them that I've been going through my pictures and, you know, doctoring them up a little bit so that I can use them in my kits. But, brooch. It's a brooch bouquet, and it's just got a few satin roses in it. So, and I waxed that as well, so it turned it into vellum. And then there's just a few little things in here. This came with the kit as well. And that just closes like that. This is just a pocket with a hanky that used to be Emma's. So I'll just leave that in there so we're going to be here all night going through this journal. This is just a sewing box. It's not part of the kit. It's samples, but it's perfect for this story of mine. So, yeah, so that's just a little writing card. This is part of the kit. And this is the center of the signature. It's only one signature. I have no idea how many pages. I forgot to count them. And then this is part of the kit. This just flips out for writing, more writing, avocado, stained paper, and all the paper I tore the edges. This is another paper clip. And it's got some polka dotted tulle and a little cluster, little snippet. And then in here, you've got some more snippets to write on. Snippets of love. Do you see the theme here? This goes in here like this. And these just, you can just write on those. You can write on that. There's another one in here. And it's got another little lace pocket right here. And then on the back, it's just got a little doily and then two little pockets right here. If you wanted to put something in those pockets right there. Maybe some paper clips or thread. Thread would be a good idea. Maybe I'll put some thread on some, and this is from a wedding veil, little pearls that I just put over the top. And again, that's just a paper clip and it goes over the page like so, and it's all backed on the inside. It's lined with tea stained paper and cardstock, so it's nice and sturdy. More tea stained paper, a French book page. This is out of the kit, and some more vellum. And then this is a secret little place for writing, and that just pops right back under there. And this flips open for writing, tea stained paper. This flips open. This is the other side with those pink glassine bags. And in here is a picture of some gowns that Emma had made, and it says Paris on the back. And then in here is another gown that she may have made. A picture of either, I'm really not sure who this picture is. There was nothing with it. It was just found in the journal. So I don't know who it could have been. It could have been her. It could have been, you know, just a child that she may have made clothes for. That Emma may have made clothes for. But that's waxed as well and turned into vellum. And then a rose from her garden. It's actually from my garden. And then that closes like that. And then this is more writing space. This is the collage. I just love it. I've used this so many times in so many things. I just love it. But this is the collage from the kit. Snippets of Love. And then this is some tea stain paper that I have embossed. And you open it up like this. And I looked this up. I found this. It says, it's all in French. But it says Paris. And I looked up what this is. And it's hanky. And it's from a haberdashery. So I thought, ooh, I could use that in here. That would be perfect. So I put a couple of the doilies from the kit together to make it nice and sturdy. And it opens up like this. And when you put your finger in there, there's a little piece that I cut. Let me just try and get it out because I really stuck it down in there. There we go. There's a little piece here that I took off of an old hanky that I had. So I put it in there. That's antique. So it's just a little snippet of a hanky, but that's what this means. It means hanky. So I thought, ooh, that's pretty cool. So that is that. It goes inside here. And then it tucks in here. This is some writing space, tea stain writing space, and you flip this up and some more writing space here and writing space here if you'd like. And then this is a bow from the Bows collection, and I just put some stickles around here. It's actually a double belly band. I've only got one picture in here so far, but it is a double. See, there's one here and there's one underneath. And this is just a picture of some jewelry. And I put some stickles on it. And this, I think, is Emma's mother and father, probably a necklace that she had worn. And it's just backed with some paper. And that goes in here. And then there's the back with the letter from the front. And then there's that. And then a piece of vellum. And that's the back. And then she closes up. And I won't fool with that right now because I made some other ephemera that doesn't fit inside the journal. So it's going to go inside her bag. So there is a journaling card here. A journaling card here, a little bit of collage on the back. Then there's another journaling card here, a little bit of collage on the back. Pocket here. Then there is a pretty good sized journaling card here that I put a doily on the back. And that slips right inside here. A lot of my ephemera didn't fit. So I had to remake a lot of it, but that was okay. I had fun doing it. So that will go in Emma's bag. And then there's a lace pocket back here that you could put things in, maybe some threads or pins or something. And then this is an envelope that I made. I've been printing on doilies. So I printed on this doily. And then I made this envelope, and inside it says Snippets of Love. There's a little bow here. And this is some antique lace that I put on the doily to give it some, you know, some heft. so it doesn't tear. You know, there's no way that that's going to tear. And then inside here is a snippet roll that says Snippets of Love, which this is one of the first things I made for the kit. With the kit, I just shrunk everything down. So in here is a snippet that Emma may have made. And, you know, these are great because you can cut these. I always make my snippets out of lace, but you could cut right along here and put this on a page, or cut here, or cut here, or cut here, or not cut it at all. You know, you might just want to leave it inside the bag. But I do have a video making this if you want to, you know, go back a few. And then inside it's lined with a French document. So that slips in here. And then here's a letter to Emma from Edward. And I'm not going to read the whole letter, but it starts off by saying, Emma, I think of thee when in thy sky, the first deep blush of day I see, when music swells and songs arise and echoes from the downy seas. And I won't go on, but anyway, it's a letter that's printed on newsprint, and it just tucks in like this. And it's just a letter to Emma from Edward. And that slides right in there. And then I put a Velcro closure on here. And underneath this is some chiffon ribbon, so it's nice and sturdy. This whole thing is nice and sturdy. This envelope is really sturdy. And then back here is some antique lace and just a little sticker, and then the rest of the doily. And I just made an envelope out of it. So that's that. And then in here, there's the little bow here, and I put a little pearl. Here's another one of the cameos. And there's some tulle here. You can see it. It's from a wedding veil. And some pink lace. And then this is a tea-stained, avocado stained doily cover. I put some lace over the top, and then I put this here so that it could tuck underneath like that. You open it up and pull it open like this, and we've got a little writing spot with one of the bows. Goes like this, and I just tuck that under there like that, so there's plenty of writing space there. And then, let's see, here is just a writing card that I made. And that's from the kit. And this is all the book page from the kit as well on the inside of here. And then I always put a holy card. This is one of mine that I scanned. And it's from France. There's the back. That's from the 1800s as well. And then that just clips under there. So these will go in Emma's bag along with her journal. I'll put those over here. And then I'll show you her bag, which I think I've already showed you so far. It pinned, but now I've got it stitched, and I'm continuing to stitch it. And right now, where I'm at is, I'm going to bring you down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. I think that's good. I hope that's not too much in your face. Let's see. think so. So what I'm doing right now is I have some, this is all lined. It's white linen on this side. And this is an antique hanky, doily, a vintage doily. This is antique linen. I just cut it apart. And then there's some linen here, 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 and here. And then here. And then in the middle here, I'm going to embroider some flowers. But right now, and then this will be, it will actually, when it's done, this is how it will go. And then there'll be flowers here. I'll slow stitch these flowers. These are new fabrics. This is not. This is from Italy. This is from Rachel. This is antique right here. This will come over like this. And she will sit inside along with her pretties. Not that far down. It actually will go probably, that actually goes like this. And this will come down like this, and it will have a button closure. And the linen that I cut off and fringed, I just put it on the reverse. So I've got the white on this side and the pink on this side. And the pink linen's on the inside. So what I thought I would do for stitching tonight is show you what I'm doing here, which is a back stitch. And if any of you are following Rachel from Roxy Creation and Sarah, they're on the Christmas part of their Journal of Stitchery. So I've been following them and working slowly. I'm not on the Christmas one yet. So right now I'm just doing a running stitch, and all you do is put your needle in here and pull it through. And I try to make sure that my stitches are straight, but if they're not, I don't get crazy about it. I'm using a perlé thread, which is this, because it's heavier than what I normally use, which is this right here. It's called Wonderfill, and I love it. It's my favorite embroidery thread, and it's silk. But I thought for this, because it's kind of heavy, I would use the perlé. And I like it, especially for like a satin stitch, because it goes a long way. And the satin stitch takes up a lot of your thread. So that's all you do for your running stitch is, you know, just go along like this. And like I said, I already lined it. I already lined it because for me it's easier than trying to line it afterwards. And you can't see any of the stitches because I'm just going through the top layer. And my thread just fell out of my needle, but that's okay. I can put that back in with no problem. I hope you all had a great Sunday. I did. It was busy. I am having a lot of problems with my knee, so it was kind of hard. Oh, I wanted to show you before I do anything else. I'll show you that afterwards. Let me get this running stitch done, and I'll come back when I do the next stitch. I think my next stitch, right now, I'm going to do all running stitch to keep this on. So this will be all running stitch. And as you can see, I'm already on my second row. I've already gone straight across here, all the way across the top. Now I'm going through the middle, and then I'll go all the way through here with a running stitch. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. This might be a blanket stitch here, and then I may stitch a flower here and here with a lazy daisy. But I'll bring it back and show you. Let me just put this here and finish what I'm doing here before I show you my treasure. When I was undoing my lace today that um, that I got yesterday, the woman made dolls, and I'm sorry, she made doll clothing, and the woman who sold it to me was her daughter, who's in her 70s. So a lot of the lace dates back to the 1890s, and it was purchased from all over the world. Her mother escaped Germany during the war and wants me to come for lunch so we can talk more about her mom. But her mom was an exquisite seamstress. I mean, some of the things she has made are just divine. And I had bought some doll patterns from her, antique doll patterns. And I had texted her and thanked her. I bought them from Marketplace. And I had thanked her and said, you know, if you have any fabric or come across any fabric of your mom's that she used in making the dolls, I'd be very interested if you wanted to sell it. I hope you all can see what I'm doing. I'm just making little stitches and running along this way. And this might be backwards to some, but this is the way I do it. Actually, this is the way I do it, even when I'm sitting in the living room. And that's typically where I'll do it because I have a magnifying light in there. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm running out of thread here, so that's the running stitch. I also wanted to show you a book you might be interested in. It's called the DMC Embroidery Stitch Guide. And it's great. I love it. You can get it anywhere, any stitching store. I've had this for years, so I don't know if you can get it on Amazon or not, but it gives you a lot of different tips and tricks and techniques. And here's the running stitch that I'm doing right now. Here's the back stitch. I think it starts off with the running stitch. Yeah. So there's the running stitch, the back stitch, split stitch, stem stitch. These are the stitches you use, or that I use most of the time when I'm doing my stitching. Chain stitch, couching, that's a fun stitch. There's the blanket stitch, I use that a lot. And then there's the laced running stitch, I love that stitch. And then the cross stitch, which I've done so many cross stitches. Herringbone. The feather stitch you'll use a lot in like branches and things like that. Here's the lazy daisy, which is, you know, the flower you see on a lot of things. And the fly stitch, which, you know, again, you could use for branches and things like that. The seed stitch is a good stitch. The French knot is my favorite stitch, which is right here. Then the star stitch, satin stitch, long and short stitch, and then some guides and tools. So this book is like my go-to. Anytime I have a question or if I'm doing something right or wrong. I just started stitching last year. And my goal this year, before Rach and Sarah even started, was to perfect my stitching of the stitches I knew, which are all of these, and learn 3 new ones. So I'm just about perfected on all of these stitches, except my eyes don't want to participate. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the top here and as close to here as I can so I can end this, which is going to be a little bit difficult because made it so short. And I'm just going to bring this up and I'm going to knot it right there. And that's where I'm leaving this because that's where I'm going to start again. Okay? So that's the running stitch. That's all you do. And like I said, I've already done the top, which I don't know if you can see that. And I did, you know, grab onto this part when I was doing the top. And a lot of people will stitch this down or glue it down. I pin it down and take the pins out when they get in my way. And that's all I do. So that will be Emma's clutch. And then I'm just going to take my needle. Now I have this, which I keep on my desk. This is just from the Dollar Tree. This is another like little plastic container I had. This is the top. I glued this on and then put this little lace on it. And I keep this on my desk. So if I need, you know, to sew a button or things, you know, have a little snippet or whatever, I can leave it right in here. And these are just some scissors that, you know, pull out. These were my mom-in-law's. She did tapestry and embroidery, and so, yeah. So that fits right inside there, which I'll do later. But this I keep on my desk. And then I have a sewing basket that I keep all my sewing in. And I just put that in there, which I didn't want it in there. I wanted it in here so I know where it is. And that's where I'll start again. And that was the wrong needle. This is the right needle. And that's that. And I will show you the finished bag when I'm done. And I'll also show you next Sunday how far I've gotten and what I have left to do. Okay? So that's that. That is Emma. If you're interested, you could either email me or what have you, but she is for sale. And these are the threads that I use. And I wanted to show you these before I go. These are some of the things I found in the lace that I received. This is amazing. I actually called her to make sure she didn't want anything back. I found leather, white leather, black leather, just amazing things. Silk, so much silk. Tatting, oh my goodness, so much tatting. This is a sample of lingerie lace. And this is the name of the company. I haven't looked it up yet. But it's sewn onto here. And this right here is the sample that the person would be showing the person if they wanted to purchase it. This is from the late 1800s. I do know that. Mariel was able to tell me that. But she couldn't tell me where it was from, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that. Unfortunately, it's in French, and I can't see it. I mean, I'll be able to translate it. And believe it or not, it was for an undergarment. Is that not beautiful? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to have to get a little frame for that. That's not ever getting cut up. It's just too pretty. It's just gorgeous. So I found that, and then these I just thought were so elegant. These appliques are just so gorgeous. I mean, she gave me everything in a bag, and was so embarrassed, but I said, no worries. I'll just wash whatever I need to wash. So I'll be washing for a while. I did put some things I was able to, you know, not have to wash, and I was able to put it inside. This is silk. It's made with silk. I don't know how. I don't know what it was, but it's silk. These are just a few. And what I loved about it was she kept, like we do, she kept every single snippet. Is that not the best? She kept every snippet. I just, oh my goodness, I am so enamored by this. Look at this. It's got a little pin in it. She kept every little snippet just like we do. There's some tatting. And I have longer pieces of tatting. I washed it today because the cardboard had gotten, it stained it, but I was able to get the stains out. I just love the way she kept every snippet. Here's another piece. It's just gorgeous. This is leather. Unfortunately, it's very tattered, but it's leather. And it's got this crochet on it. But I love it. It's just very different and very brittle. But the leather that I do have was wrapped in tissue paper, and it was placed inside of, it was wrapped in tissue paper, and then it was in like a cellophane, but not cellophane. I'll have to bring it out of my hope chest so I can show it. But this is leather. And I have no idea why somebody would put that on leather, but somebody did. And some more little snippets. I just wanted to show you how, just like we do, she did. She kept snippets. Look at these little appliques. I may put these on Emma's bag because I just think they're so pretty. And then, I'm not going to show you everything. I just pulled out a few things so that I could show you the most elegant lace I've ever seen. Just a few other pieces. And then here's some of the silk hankies. It's two of them anyway I pulled. Just real quick. Some more lace. More little snippets. I love these little snippets. Look at this little snippet. I'm sure it was something she made for a doll. Either like a little part of a sleeve, but it's old. Very brittle. Very brittle. I have a lot of this, which is nice. All I need now is to get some ribbon so I can put some ribbon through it. And that's about it. So yeah, and this is what I keep my snippets in. These were candles from Yankee Candle. And after they get burned, I just take the wax out and I clean them really good, run them through the dishwasher. And then anytime I'm working and I have little snippets of fabric or lace, I just put it inside here. And that way, if I'm working and I need some fabric or some lace, I have it in one of these jars. So I'll be putting those little snippets in those in a different jar that I just finished. Oh, look at this. I have like, I don't know, I think there were 3 different cardboard rolls of these. And then I think she gave me 12. These are mine. I think she gave me 12 different sizes of the wooden lace spools. This one is obviously on cardboard with some metal. It's crazy. I'm so fortunate. I'm so blessed. So that's that for this evening. I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed my walkthrough of Emma by Doreen Rook at Oohlala Vintage Treasures. Oops. Oohlala Vintage Treasures. And the name of the kit is called Snippets of Love. In here, by the way, there's a pocket. I put a piece of antique lace inside that pocket. And there's another one of the cameos that's from the kit. So I really hope that you enjoyed Emma. And I'll close her back up to show you how simple it is. Just, this is a vintage button. And that's how it closes. She's covered in satin applique. There's a rose back here from my garden with a hydrangea, and I showed how to make that on one video. And there's an E for Emma, and this is in French. It's out of a book. It's a book page. That was complete accident. I did not know that that was going to happen, but it was a good accident. And I just made this the other day, and that goes in there. Just a little snippet of something she liked to keep. So there's Emma. I hope that you enjoyed her as much as I did. And I don't know when her bag will be finished, so I don't know when this will be for sale. But I will let y'all know. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be well, be safe, God bless. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really like it if you would. And leave me a comment so I can get to know you better. And if you have a YouTube channel, please leave that information so that I can follow you as well. And to my regular followers, welcome back. And thank you for all of your wonderful comments on my printed doilies, which are here. They were a big hit. There's a lot of people making them. And I'll be making more, obviously. So yeah, that was fun. Thank you very much for your sweet comments. I will be getting back to you all. There were a lot, so I have a lot of comments to answer. But again, this is Oohlala Vintage Treasures by Doreen Rook. I'll leave all of the information below. But this is her kit called Snippets of Love. Okay? So be well, be safe, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.